Hi, good day. I am Bsed-Planca and I will discuss about on multiplication and division of rational expressions. But before that, know the mathematical concept of multiplication of rational expressions. So we have C over D multiplied by E over F is equal to C E over df, where c, d, e, and f are polynomials in one variable, and d and f should not be equal to 0. So in division of rational expression, we have g over h is divided by I over j is just equal to g over h multiplied by j over I, where r, g, h, and I and j are polynomials in one h, I, and j should not be equal to 0. So in multiplying rational expressions, we have the following steps. Step 1. Factor out the numerators and denominators. Step 2. Divide the common factors. Step 3. Multiply the remaining factors. Step 4. Simplify if possible. So we need some examples. So example number 1. Find the product and reduce to its simplest form of 4 over x multiplied by x squared over 2. So solution 1. Express the numerators and denominator in factored form. So it would be 4 over x multiplied x squared over 2 is equal to quantity 2 multiplied by 2, which are the factors of 4, over x multiplied by the factors of x squared, which are x and x over 2. And we need to divide the common factors. So our common factors are 2 and x. And so our remaining factors would be 2 and x of the numerators and 1. So we need to multiply the remaining numerators and denominators, which are 1 and 2x over 1. So by simplifying, we get 2x as the product of 4 over x multiplied by x squared and over 2. So next example, multiply and simplify. The 3x squared y over 2ab multiplied by 24a squared b over 15xy. Our solution would be step 1. Factor out the numerators and denominators. So the factors of in the numerators are 3xxy over 2ab multiplied by 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times a times b all over by 3 by 5 by x by y by y. So step 2, we need to divide the common factors. So the common factors are 2, 3, x, y, a, b, and our remaining factors would be our 2, 2, 3, a, and x for the numerator and 5y in the denominator. So we need to multiply the remaining factors. So 3x squared y over 2ab multiplied by 24a squared b over 15xy squared is equal to 1 times 12ax over 5y. So by simplifying, we get 12ax over 5y as our product of these two polynomials. So example number 3 for multiplying rational expressions. Find the product in its simplest form of 2x minus y over 4x squared minus 4y squared multiplied by x squared plus 2xy plus y squared all over 2x squared plus xy minus y squared. Is to factor out the numerators and denominators. So the factors in the numerators are 2x minus y of the first expression, and the factor of the denominators in the first expression is 4, and for x minus y and x plus y. For the next expression is that the factors of the in the numerators are x plus y and x plus y, and then the denominators are 2x minus y and x plus y. So let's divide the common factors, which are the 2x minus y, x plus y, and x plus y, and 1 over 4 times x minus y. And by multiplying, we get 1 times 1 over 4x minus y, and by simplifying, we get the product of it, which is 1 over 4 multiplied by x minus y. I think that's all for the multiplying of rational expression. So we need to move in dividing rational expression. So in dividing rational expression, here are the steps. Step 1. Write the equivalent multiplication statement using the reciprocal of the divisor. Step 2. Factor out the numerators and denominators. Step 3. Divide the common factors. Then multiply the remaining factors. And lastly, simplify if possible. So to start in how to divide rational expressions, here are some examples. Number 1. Find the quotient and express to simplest form of 1 over y squared is divided by 1 over y. Step 1 is to express the divisor to its reciprocal form and multiply. So 1 over y squared is equal to 1 over y cubed is just equal to the quantity of 1 over y squared multiplied by y cubed over 1. And we need to factor the numerator and denominator. So the factor of in the numerators are 1 of the first expression over the factors of y and y multiplied by factors of y 3y's over 1. The next step is to cancel out or divide the common factors, so which are the 2y's, and our remaining factors are y and 1. So we need to multiply the remaining factors of 1 and y over 1. So by simplifying, 1 over y squared multiplied by cube over 1 is equal to y. Therefore, 1 over y squared divided by 1 over y cubed is just equal to. So let's proceed to our next example, number 2. Divide and simplify x squared minus 6x plus 9 all over 4x minus 12 is divided by x minus 3. Step 1 again is to multiply x squared minus 6x plus 9 over 4x minus 12 by the reciprocal of x minus 3. So it would be like x squared minus 6x plus 9 over 4x minus 12 multiplied by 1 over x minus 3. And step 2, so the factors, so we need to factor out the denominators and denominators. So the factors of the first term in the numerators are x minus 3 and x minus 3. And in the denominator are 4 and x minus 3. And in the second expression, the first in the numerator is only 1, 1. And in the denominator is x minus 3. Divide the common factors, which are x minus 3 and x minus 3. And the remaining factors are 1 and 4. So we need to multiply the remaining factors, which are 1 and 1/4. So by simplifying, x squared minus 6x plus 9 over 4x minus 12 multiplied by 1 over x minus 3 is just equal to 1/4. Therefore, x squared minus 6x plus 9 over 4x minus 12 divided by x minus 3 has the quotient of. Very last example is to simplify x cubed minus y cubed over 6x squared minus 6y squared is divided by 2x squared plus 2xy plus 2y squared over 9x. So again, we need to find the reciprocal of the divisor, which is 9xy over 2x squared plus 2xy plus 2y squared multiplied to the dividend, which is the x cubed minus y cubed over 6x squared minus 6y squared. So our next step is to factor out the numerators and denominators. So it would be equal to x minus y, x squared plus xy plus y squared all over 2 times 3 times x minus y and x plus y multiplied to the quantity of 3 by 3 by x and y all over 2 by x squared plus xy plus y squared. Then we need to divide, which are 3 x minus y and x squared plus xy plus y squared. So our remaining factors would be 3x and y for the numerator and 2 and x plus y in our denominator. So we need to multiply the remaining factors, which are 1 and 3x and y over 2 times 2 times x plus y. So we need to simplify in order to find the quotient of x cubed minus y cubed over 6x squared minus 6y squared divided by x minus 9xy over 2x squared plus 2xy plus 2y squared, which has the quotient of 3xy over 4 multiplied by x plus y. So we conclude that the quotient of this, the quotient is 3xy over 4 multiplied by x plus y. So I think I've done my job. So I hope you learn a lot. Thank you and God bless.